Oh my God, oh, that was the most scariest thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Okay, the moment of truth, just walked up to the van. We had torrential rain last night. I'm looking on the floor, looking for signs of water ingress. It's pretty dry. Just do one check around it all. Oh mate, I can't see anything. Nothing at all. Bone dry, man.
Channel. As always, wonderful to have you here. Now, in past builds, my friends, we used 25mm Celotex, which is an insulation normally put on floors, and battened all the floor out. It takes ages. It is very, very good, but you do find that you reduce the roof height considerably once you're in. So what we've done is the same as last one, which you just use some foil-backed foam, and that just basically sound deadens off all the floor, creates a little bit of insulation in there, but with what we're doing, we're going to have underfloor heating in the middle there, as well as another layer of laminate floor on top of that. Oh, it's going to be warm enough anyway, and we don't want to reduce the ceiling height anymore. But I know people have different ways of doing their floors. The traditional way of doing a van is to get some Celotex. It's like a thick insulation, and use 20mm or 25mm battens as well. I know that's a traditional way. And silver tape all of them. We've done it before, but you lose so much headroom. That's the stuff that's under the floor. So that actually looks like under the floor right now. You can see it's only like thin, but trust me, to walk on it really takes away the sound of the outside of the vehicle and keeps it warm as well. Plenty good enough, guys, trust me. I had the best job now of going around the whole van, re-screwing down the floor. Come on, friends, yesterday we were drilling out these. So it's how you remove these supports on the RV car. I didn't know this. On the Crafter, you just literally cut them off. But these are riveted on. So yeah, a bit tricky. So we've got to cut these four off or drill the four out, and then yeah, they'll come off. It will look like this side then. Ready for our double bed across the back. With a battery that's charged. Here's one I prepared earlier. And you need a really good drill bit. One. Hello, and welcome to the van build. I just have that down as like a Gardener's World session at the start. The bottom one's loose. Just like to point out, you should always wear appropriate footwear, not Crocs and socks, and definitely your goggles. I have my goggles on. It's the new Apple goggles. You can't see them; they're that advanced. Huh. And you have to cut behind here with a new plate. Oh, I've got a wasp. A wasp. Oh, a wasp. Oh my God, oh, that was the most scariest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. There's a wasp on my leg. Now you run the blade down the back. Now it should just pop off. And to go one step further, you just get a sharp blade. You don't really need to do this. I mean, technically we're cutting a hole out here, but it's just satisfaction, you know. It makes it nice and smooth. I've been rained off from my last job, and apparently you need a rear view camera fitted to be able to fit the rear view camera too, if you know what I mean. So I've got to order a cheap rear view camera off of Amazon, get that delivered. But kind of in a weird way, this is one of my most favourite jobs of doing any van build. And it's a bit of insulation, the recycled stuff from B&Q. It's like a classic. And it's filling in all these little tiny holes. All the supports, the struts, all the way along the van. A lot of people run some conduit down there and run cables through them all. And we've done that in the past on every one of our vans. But what we always find is that you always second guess where you put cables and conduit, and then whenever you're fixing stuff in the future, me personally, I'm always a bit like, oh, was there a cable there? Is there a cable? So what we're doing is pretty much everything, not everything surface. So you just have to get your finger in real deep. You know how it is. Up and down, it's good. It's like a weird job. I don't know, I just enjoy it. I enjoy this sort of job. But then again, I like painting, so, you know. With that job done, my friends, time to install a a rear view camera and a dash cam. This is by Wolfbox G900. Looks pretty cool, 4K, front and back. Not like a conventional one. So it's actually got the camera built into the back of the little mirror. So I think you mount the mirror up, and then that one does the front, and then have the extremely long cable that goes to the back here, and then there's the rear camera. But it says, first of all, plug it in, see if it works before you start installing. So we'll do that. And these are the lengthy instructions. Okay. All right, guys. So it says that we have to give it power, which we've done. I plugged it in. I'm not saying it'll turn on, but let's give it a go. Okay, it's powered. It looks like we have power. Let's remove this one. Hey, look at that! No way, that's actually really clear. It's actually really good. I have no idea how to get the reverse camera on, but the front's working great. Look at that. Look at the quality of that. There's the rear camera I've plugged in. Okay. There's me, here's you guys. I mean, you're upside down, but there's you guys. Wow, that's actually great. Come on, hello. That's actually brilliant. Love it, it all works. Thumbs up. Let's get it fitted, my friends. That's fab. And you just plug it into this little cigarette lighter down here as well. So loving that. I've got to route the cable somewhere, maybe down here, and we'll have a go. I've seen a video there today, my friends. It's been such a weird day. I'll show you what we've done, okay? We've put on a little rear view camera, which is there. I want to hide the ridge for now. But there's the camera there. That's pretty good. So we put the rear view camera on, but the cable that's supplied was like 20 something foot, and we need like a much longer one. The cable goes to about halfway down. Obviously, it's got to go to the dash area. So that's not ideal. So I can't finish that job. We've just put in these two brackets to catch the middle of the beds. The other parts can sit on these. So I figured that these are much stronger than those anyway. So you've got the whole body of the van here. So yeah, you can just rest them on here. It's really quite good how the bed part works. So we've put those on. That's that. A bit of insulation. Routed the cable through for the power supply for the reverse camera. But the windows are meant to all arrive. You know, all these sort of windows to put in. But yeah, apparently DHL said, oh, it's our fault and they're lost in transit. That's fantastic news. Tomorrow morning we're going to come and fetch all the flooring. So tomorrow's flooring day. Might as well get that done and just protect the flooring before we put the windows in. But great to have you here as always. Much love. Take care. Have a wonderful day. See you next one.